it's officially a party. Right? You guys, my name's Casey. I'm from Chicago. I wanted to start tonight with a public service announcement. I just want to remind everybody that rule number one of successful wedding partying is if you wake up tomorrow morning and you have no idea who got drunk and made a complete ass of themselves, it just might be you. So keep that in mind, everybody. So I met Darby in Chicago. My wife and I flew in yesterday. And the thing that was very comforting was when we were in Seattle, I saw Walgreens there. You know, and I always thought, like, you know, Walgreens was like, you know, original to Chicago, right? You know, for those of you who don't know what Walgreens is, it's a drugstore. You know, they pretty much have like a small variation of everything in this store. But the thing that's really cool about Walgreens is they have their own like knockoff brand of like, you know, any product you want, but they put their own name on it. So if you're looking for Benadryl, the Walgreens version will be Waldrip. Okay, if you're looking for ibuprofen, it'll be Walbuprofen. Okay, you know, there's also like Walto Bismol, you know, that type of thing. When my wife and I first started dating, Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was really broke, you know, and I figured like, hey, I can go to Walgreens and like, you know, get really cheap stuff, you know, to show my wife I love her. Yeah, so yeah, I went there and like Walgreens totally hooked me up. You know, first of all, I got a box of Walklets, you know, in a really nice red heart-shaped box. It was great. You know, I got cans of lobster, you know, for dinner. Yeah, and you know, because I knew I was going to be, you know, probably getting lucky a little bit later, I got some Waldums. You know. No, it's okay, you guys. They were walled for her pleasure. So, anyhow, I really wanted to get up here and make a toast, but you know, figured that'd be funny for a minute. But I met Darby, you know, in Chicago, and we were roommates for a good long time. You know, and a good long time. Stately Wayne Manor, you know.
Platonic roommates.
Yes, yeah, no, absolutely. But, you know, while we were living together, Darby and I became very close. We saw each other, you know, at our best and at our worst, and thankfully there was a lot more best than there was worst in that story. But I attribute that to the fact that Darby brings out the best in everyone, you know. I'm sorry, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. No, I'm joking. But, yeah, Darby and I introduced me to my lovely wife, Gwen. We're celebrating our 8th anniversary in a couple weeks, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Definitely not for, you know, solicitous applause, but Darby was at our wedding, and we always, well, Gwen and I have always viewed the fact that Darby was present at our wedding as a good luck charm in our marriage. And my only hope is that we can return the favor today. You know, David, you know, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Just a little bit more, man. When I first met David, you know, we were talking, obviously, you know, when Darby and Dave were dating, which actually I'm going to dispel a myth really quick. There is this rumor going around that Darby and Dave met online. Not true. Not true. They actually did meet in person. They dated online. So, so yeah. So it's totally cool. Totally cool. Yeah. But when I first met Dave, we when I first met Dave, we started talking about like government, and I was going off on this whole diatribe about how government has gotten too big, and you know, this, that, the other, and I, you know, just kind of off the cuff, like suggested that we split the United States into two, you know, so that each side could have their own like more representative government. And Dave, without missing a beat and with a straight face, tells me that actually we should split the U.S. into 4 separate countries, and then goes on to name them. So obviously he'd been like milling this theory around for a little bit, you know. You know, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, man, this guy is perfect for Darby. Man! You know, and Dave, all I have to say is you make Darby a very happy Darby, and for that I'm eternally grateful. So right now I'd like to ask everyone to raise a glass to the couple. You guys, I didn't write anything cool for this, so health, wealth, and happiness, you guys. Mazel tov. And you guys, without any further ado, directly from Portland, Oregon, via Bombay, via Helsinki, via, somebody throw out a city. Candios. Via anything else. You guys, please give a huge, wonderful round of applause for the Transcendental Brass Band. Hey, that was great.
Give a hand for. That was very nice.
Yeah.